Welcome to your daily focus for January the 20th, 2020. So it's all about the 20 energy today, isn't it? My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you. Thank you so much. So the 20 energy, judgment, making decisions, coming to completions, endings, preparing the way for new cycles to begin based on what we've learned, what we've done, where we will enable ourselves going forward. If you have the numerology of the day, it's a 7 energy, so that is the Chariot. That's pulling it back. That's thinking long and hard about that next step forward. Don't be too quick to act today. Think it through. Because the Judgment energy, we're making strong decisions. Decisions that will change possibly many areas of our life. It's also 2 plus 0 is the 2 energy, which is the High Priestess. So let's not forget that we need to really tap into the magic that we already have inside of ourselves, so a belief in ourselves. Do that Superman pose, of all days to do the Superman pose, right? Oh my gosh, look who just flipped over here, the High Priestess. I was ready to go on, and I hesitated, and the High Priestess came out to say, you haven't talked about me enough yet. Sit in quiet contemplation and know your greatness. Know your strength, know your beauty, know your talents. Know that magic that lays within. Allow it to awaken. Allow it to, allow your self-expression to lead the way in who you want to be and who you want to become. And it all starts by tapping into the magic within you. And know that there is magic around you. Know that if you ask, you'll receive. You have the talent, you have the ability, you have the courage. Sun moves into Aquarius today. Oh, it didn't turn over, but it wanted to. Sun moves into Aquarius. We're going to have a strong energy reading here, aren't we? Sun moves into Aquarius today. So we get this hunger. We get this hunger for knowledge, for experience, and it's thinking outside the box. It's got to be original. It's got to be unique. It's got to be, and so maybe this ties in very much with our own magic, because our individual magic is very unique unto us alone. And the moon is in Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is about more of a collective energy. Travel, learning, seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom. Let's see what the cards have to say. We start with, look at this, the World card comes up. That'll be tomorrow's energy. We're starting it today. This is really about completions of paths. We are moving towards a new moon by the week's end. So it's about completions, endings. This is talking about going into a whole new phase. The next card after this would be the Fool energy again. We start a new path. We start a new journey. We start, So the World card is here to tell us to take care of the details, to make sure that we've got all of our ducks in a row, to make sure that we are crossing our I's and dotting our T's. The World card is here to tell you that it is the energy around you is helping you to put closure on things, move past things, end things. Getting it off your plate. so that you can make room for new experiences coming into your life, new journeys, new, pioneering in some way, birthing in some way, a new experience, a relationship, a way of life. The Four of Cups is about gratitude. Gratitude is probably one of the single most tools you can use to raise your vibration, to raise your energy. To raise your happiness level, your joy level. Look around you today. See what you have to be grateful for. With the High Priestess coming out like that, though, be grateful for you. Know that you are deserving. Know that you are worthy. And be grateful for you. Your talents, your abilities, your life experiences. The people that surround you. The things that bring you joy and happiness. The things that make your day go smoothly. It could be just that the coffee maker works every morning for you, so you don't have to start your day without your coffee. Or maybe it's the tea kettle. That your car starts in the morning so that you can get to work. Or dropping the kids off for school. Or running your errands. All those things that we take for granted that actually are vehicles to help us to move forward. And the Hierophant. Wow, the world on one side, the Hierophant on the other. The Hierophant is your sage wisdom. So not only are we tapping into our magic within us and our intuition with the High Priestess showing up there, but with the Hierophant telling us to tap into our sage wisdom, that we already have the answers within us. Dylan's got this new thing now where he pouts. It's so sweet. So there's nothing wrong with him, even though he's whimpering. He just doesn't have his way right now. So Milo must have one of his toys, or Milo won't play the game with him, and so he comes and rats him out like, Milo's being mean to me. Yes. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come up? Yeah? Say hello? Yeah, you don't really fit in here. Now, yeah. Okay, you go down now. You go down. Go on. So much better behaved than he used to be. I'm not getting into the middle of it, Dylan. You're going to have to deal with it yourself. You go tell Milo. Go tell him. The Hierophant is your sage wisdom. The Hierophant comes out to tell you that you already have the answers within. So you have to be truthful with yourself. You have to be blunt and honest with yourself. We'll get a well-being card. So very strong energy. We have the World. We have the Hierophant. We've experienced both of the eclipses now. So now we're moving into... Dylan's highlighting that for us. And we're walking into a new moon, end of week. I make many decisions and then I make them right. I make many decisions and then I make them right. Even when we don't make a decision, we are making a decision. Even when we don't give it much thought, we have made a decision. So sometimes we don't put a lot of thought into our everyday experiences, or how that resume looks, or what kind of impression you're giving to the boss, or the love that you are communicating to a friend or a partner, a child. And we're not conscious of a lot of the decisions we make. It's like when every parent has had the moment where they were trying to read something or they were trying to concentrate on something, and the child was sitting there just talking away about something, and you were, yeah, that's nice, honey. That's nice, sweetheart. Okay, run along now. And it was so important to them, and we didn't even hear it. And we're all guilty of it. We're guilty of it in our friendships, and we are guilty of it as parents. Every one of us, there's been at least one moment where that's happened. So be very conscious of where you are putting your attention, where you are putting your focus. Is this a good thing for me? Ask yourself, should I have a burrito or a salad today? When you ask yourself questions, a little bit more of giving yourself choices for your decisions. Because if we would have thought for a second, we would have thought the paper is going to be here to read in 5 minutes, I should pay attention to what they're saying. They wanted to share it with me. I need to hear. So I think, what I'm getting at this is be very conscious with just your mundane. And pay attention where you're losing focus, or you're not questioning yourself, or you're doing something that you shouldn't have done it, but you didn't even give yourself a chance to think it through. And scientists say that when we think of, I think I'll have some chips. Should I? We've already made the decision in our mind to have the chips when we asked ourselves, we posed the question. We're already obligated to get those chips, or we're already committed to get that bag of chips. But when we get in front of the chips, if we just stop for a second and say, should I have the chips or the salad? Am I even hungry? Maybe I'll wait 15 minutes and then eat the chips, and I can guarantee you'll forget about it in 15 minutes, and the chips will be there tomorrow. Your true work in this perfectly balanced universe is to weigh continually your new stimulation of thought against existing beliefs within you, thereby deciding what you now want. Well, Dylan, that is enough. Come here. Dylan, inside voice. No, 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 no. You are being naughty, and you know it. You know it. So, yeah, ask yourself, why do I think that? What is my logic behind it? Is it just because the guy down at the end of the street told me about it that I just took his word and I'm running with it? Or did I investigate it myself? Did I learn from their couple of words and turned it into a sage wisdom, perhaps? I don't know whose angels showed up for that, but you needed to hear it. And we'll get an animal card, although Dylan has been doing a wonderful job as our animal of the reading. And we have the horse Freedom. Freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. Tapping into our courage. Absolutely. It's so potent for bringing on your energy, motivating you to go forward in a new direction, or maybe motivating you to move past something so that you can go into a new direction and you can take new steps in your life. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards of your time of transformation and newfound freedom. Sometimes it's easier just to sit in your fuzzy PJs and hope that life will change, and yet you continue to allow yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and your soul. However, Horse tells you that it's time to dream big. It may be time to make changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic, or it could be that you feel stifled by your current career choice. Freedom doesn't mean that you have to give up your entire life, but instead allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage, but the end result will be a positive one. So disconnect from the anchors tied around you. What weighs you down? What is negative in your life? What burdens you? What gets you full of fear or anxiety? What are those things that we really need to untie ourselves from, so to speak? It may be time to make changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic. Or it could be that you were stifled by your current career choice. Freedom doesn't mean that you have to give up your entire life. Instead, allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage. The end result will be a positive one. Spend some time in nature, taking in the feeling of the wind in your hair, breathe in nature's goodness, and just be. Just a few moments of solitude each day can allow your soul to reboot and clear itself from life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean that it's time for you to move house locations into the country, or take a drive into the country, or go to the park for a few minutes, or heck, pull up a video on YouTube and at least experience it full screen that way. But tap into nature today. It does ground you. It's something that we can all be grateful for quite easily in our life. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.